Hello and welcome to Nintendo News Report for the week of August 13th, 2017. I'm Donald Terriel. Alex is currently on assignment in Texas doing some hardcore training for the Nintendo World Championships. But I do have one of our other regulars, Justin Berube, here to talk about the week in Nintendo. Hello, Justin.
Hey, Donald. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. And just waiting for a phone call to come in, hopefully on Monday, and then I'll be really good.
Well, good luck.
Yeah. So it's been a bit of a busy week here. So let's kick off with the first story of the week. As mentioned, Nintendo is bringing back the Nintendo World Championships. There will be, and this is probably on the same grounds as the World Series, which they say it's the world, but really it's just Canada and the US that can participate. There will be 4 qualifiers starting next weekend, the 19th and 20th. In 8 different locations at Best Buy stores using Mario Kart 7 as the base. And the winners will, with the best times in 2 age groups, will go to New York City the first weekend in October to take part in the Nintendo World Championships, whatever that ends up being.
Yeah, I was at the last Nintendo World Championships, and it was a fun time as a spectator. I'm a little disappointed that it's only going to be a Mario Kart 7 qualifier. It seems kind of weird considering there has been 2 other Mario Kart games, or 1.5, however you want to look at it, since Mario Kart 7, and it's going to be on 3DS and not on Switch. I'm glad it's in New York, though, because there's a chance I could be going to this Nintendo World Championships to spectate.
Yeah, I wonder. I mean, they're having the finals in the Manhattan Center, which I know can seat quite a few people. So I would think that there should be, hopefully there are tickets open to the public so that you can get even if we can't finagle our way into the show ourselves.
Yeah, I'm not thinking it's going to be that much of a problem. There were plenty of extra seats available at the last World Championships, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, but we also didn't have much warning because I think they announced it in May, and then the qualifiers were one weekend, and then it was here you're going to E3. Yeah. Good luck getting anywhere in LA during the week of E3.
That is true. But hopefully it turns out well. What's that?
Yeah. So are you expecting any sort of reveal to come of this thing? Because I know last 2 years ago when they did the World Championships, they did a pregame announcement for Earthbound Beginnings, and then they announced what ended up being a mode in Metroid Prime Federation Force, as well as the final name of Super Mario Maker during the World Championships itself.
Yeah. I know some people think we could hear about Smash Brothers for Switch at this event, which wouldn't surprise me too much. I think that is a possibility. And who knows, maybe we'll finally hear about Mother 3, Earthbound 2 coming to the United States or the West or whatever you want to call it. It's all possible at the Nintendo World Championships 2017.
Anything can happen unless they're gonna debut some sort of like multiplayer mode for Super Mario Odyssey. Which,
yeah, who knows?
Yeah, I'm in the camp that this would be a great spot to reveal Smash Brothers for Switch, because it's the game but you've never played it like this, and then afterwards they could have an exhibition match with Sakurai playing as, I don't know, an Inkling
or the Ice Climbers. Yeah, they're coming back. Yeah. It's got to happen.
Yeah. So I just wish there was. I wish it was a little bit more open, few more opportunities to qualify. Like I would have liked that to have maybe one of these in Canada, especially since they're also having demos for Samus Returns, since it's in the 4 weeks leading up to Samus Returns, as well as Mario Odyssey there.
Yeah, I wish there was a location in New Jersey as well. I mean, New York isn't that far away, but location isn't the best to get to. It's a pain in the ass, to be honest. So
getting into the Bronx is not that easy, huh?
It's not that fun, I'll tell you that.
Assuming the bridge is even open, but that's beyond the scope of this show. And I think we'll probably have, because the locations they spread them out pretty well. Like there's Seattle, San Francisco, LA, New York, Miami, Chicago, Minneapolis, and Dallas. So I think really the only part of the country that gets screwed is that sort of the middle part of the country, starting in about Denver and going east to about the Carolinas. So, but those are pretty big metropolitan areas. It's just kind of sucks if you're outside of those and don't have a way of really of getting to those events.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think they went Mario Kart 7 just because, well, hey, there like 15 million people have Mario Kart 7. Chances are that good that you could probably practice with this before the event actually goes live.
Yeah, I mean, it also sounds like it's going to be a showcase for the new 2DS. Correct me if I'm wrong there.
Yeah, they're playing it on a new 2DS.
Yeah, it just seems very weird to me that it's going to be this game and only this game. It's a Mario Kart that's been out for quite some time.
And if they do the retro games like they did in the previous championships, then they have the question of, are they going to play them on the Wii? Are they going to bust out the Wii U's, or are we going to play them on 3DS?
Yeah, I have no idea. Like I said, anything could happen at the Nintendo World Championships 2017.
Yeah, so we will double back to that in a few weeks once we've had a few qualifiers here, but we spoke of Metroid Samus Returns, and there was some information about that came out this week. A bunch of previews went up, including a very extensive one from our own Don Koopman, who's had quite a bit of time with the game, as I understand. But they also announced a Samus Returns new 3DS, because sure, why not? And they clarified to US Gamer how the amiibo are going to work with Samus Returns, since that was a bit of a point of controversy. There is going to be a fusion mode that is unlocked by tapping the Metroid Squishy amiibo into the game, or you can unlock sound galleries or concept art either for the original game or original version of Metroid 2 or for this remake by using other Metroid-themed amiibo. So, are you down for having that kind of difficulty locked behind what is effectively a $30 paywall?
Well, didn't they say the hard mode could be unlocked normally, but you can just get it right away with the amiibo?
The way it works is there's three difficulty levels. There's the normal one, which is what you start the game with. There's a hard mode, which is basically unlocked after you beat the game. And there's the remixed fusion mode, which is apparently supposed to be harder than hard, which is the one that's stuck behind the amiibo for now.
I mean, I think I need to see more about the fusion mode to know about it, because if it's like the fusion suit in Metroid Prime, it doesn't really matter. But if it actually is a completely different mode that changes it up, I mean, it doesn't really bother me. It's being unlocked with the new amiibo, so theoretically you should be able to go out and get it.
Yeah, although I haven't. I know you guys have had the chance to pre-order the new amiibo so far, but those have not come up for pre-order here.
Okay.
And I'm kind of interested in seeing when that will happen, just because I would like to get those amiibo, if only to have them, because Metroid 2 is one of the games in that series that I'm a fan of. So give me those, and then I don't have to worry about buying the limited edition as opposed to the European limited edition.
Yeah, I mean, the European limited edition is something I'm still a bit sad we're not getting, but I'm not losing sleep over it. Yeah. It just sucks. Sucks that they get all those bonus things and there's no way for us to get a hold of them.
Yeah, and I mean, the Metroid series admittedly does have a bit of a history of locking content behind buying other things. Like before, it was you mentioned the fusion suit in Metroid Prime, where you had to do the GBA link with Metroid Fusion to get it. And then was there something with Zero Mission in Metroid Prime 2? Because I know they came out close together.
I don't think there was. I don't think so.
No. But then they went and did stuff with the Wi-Fi connection in Metroid Prime 3, which, well, that's not available anymore. So if you pick up like Metroid Prime Trilogy on Wii U, you cannot 100% the whole thing, because some of that content is locked out unless you've like hacked your Wii U or something.
Yeah, there's no way to get any of that stuff, which sucks.
But yeah. I've got the two old Metroid amiibo already, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see a restock on those, when the game comes out, like we saw with Samus Returns, like we saw even with Star Fox Zero last year, where Fox and Falco came out in
Well, I'd hope they
large
restock
numbers.
that, because I don't think they restocked the older Zelda Smash Brothers line when Breath of the Wild came out.
Yeah, I think they figured everybody who would care probably bought those already. Turns out not so much, and now those amiibo are going for what, $50 on eBay.
Yep.
And a wild Zach Miller has appeared. Hello, Zach.
Hello, folks.
Yes. Yeah. So Zach, we are recording here, and we were basically talking about the fusion suit for Metroid 2: Return of Samus being locked behind the amiibo. Have you where do you stand on locking this, something apparently as major as this, behind an amiibo?
Well, they locked the fusion suit behind owning Fusion for the Metroid Prime, so this is a step up from that.
I mean, personally, I don't think it's a big deal at all, because, like I said earlier, it's for the new amiibo, so you know, or it should be theoretically on store shelves when this game releases. So it shouldn't be that big a deal to unlock it if you really want it.
I will also note that the fusion suit looks terrible.
That kind of does look bad. So, and if the remixed mode is as hard as they claim it is, then that's probably not something I'm going to play anyway.
Oh, what did they say?
There's like I mentioned, there's the normal mode you have by default, the hard mode you unlock for beating the game, and
right.
then the fusion mode is apparently even harder than that.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know if you guys have. Well, I'm sure Justin has played hard mode in Other M. That's pretty.
I don't remember if I have.
Oh, it's unique in that you don't have any health upgrades or missile upgrades.
Wow.
You go through the whole game with just Roxy, 100 health and 5 missiles. It's tough.
I haven't done that.
I beat it. You get you find a rhythm, and it's doable, but it's hard as hell, and you unlock concept art for doing it, which.
Well, now they put the concept art behind the other amiibo that you get in the 2-pack.
Oh, great! Well, that I don't like. I feel like you should unlock things like concept art from doing in-game stuff. Although they locked concept art in Zero Mission behind owning Fusion and a link cable.
Oh, so there was some sort of linking content there.
Yeah.
But you would think if you cared enough about that stuff, and that this is sort of where I am with the amiibo at this point. If you cared enough to know about that, you probably owned Fusion. So you probably hung on to it. So it's not going to be an issue. And chances are, if you care about the Fusion suit, you were probably going to buy the amiibo anyway.
Absolutely, I'm going to buy the amiibo. Really, just more to have the cool looking amiibos than for any bonus.
Yeah, you get Mr. Squishy.
Yeah, Mr. Squishy. Although I don't like the tank. The tank looks dumb.
Yeah. Well, there is from Jack's Pacific a Squishy Metroid already.
Oh, really?
A 6-inch and a 2.5-inch one. So Nintendo's not the first to do it.
All right.
And it makes sense to have those. And I just bought a new 2DS, so I'm probably good as far as not getting the Samus 3DS. But are either you guys going to go in for that? Going to go in?
No,
for this
I'm not.
Samus?
But I'm a little pissed that it was announced like the day after I bought a 2DS XL. Maybe a little.
I'll get it. I mean, I've got a decent amount of the special editions at this point. I just want to finish it up.
I think the inside of it looks like a normal 3DS XL though, which is kind of
Yeah, it's red and yellow basically. Although I would think I kind of wish that they had kept the smaller new 3DS around and actually sold it in large numbers in North America, because then they could just put out a faceplate for it and we'd all of it, and think most of us would have been happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then again, they can't get $200 out of you.
True.
I don't know, those faceplates are.
I wonder how well that thing's going to sell, because it's the end of the 3DS's life, and the Metroid audience probably isn't huge compared to like New Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah. Or Pokemon.
Or Pokemon.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Good luck. Yeah. Oh, but I wonder if we're even going to get like an Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon 3DS at this point.
Probably.
Or they just or a 2DS because plays well with the kids.
I don't think Nintendo of America has released any of the special 2DSs, so I'd be surprised to see that.
Yeah. Although they did.
Well, they're going to release that Mario one, right?
Yeah, the red and white one with New Super Mario 2 pre-installed.
Well, other than just basic colors, I'm talking like with designs on it, which there's been a couple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
there's been different color schemes.
True.
All right, so moving on.
The color scheme on my new 2DS XL is pretty kick-ass.
Yeah, the only one we got. I mean, I kind of wanted the orange and the creamsicle one, but I think this one's kind of growing on me.
Oh yeah, the creamsicle. I forgot about that one.
And we can't. Although the one I would really kill for is the one that I know will never come out in North America, the metal slime one for Dragon Quest XI.
Oh baby,
yeah, that looks cool. I'm not even a Dragon Quest fan really, but the way it pops up is awesome.
Yes.
That is disgusting. I would honestly, if it wasn't for the bloody region lock on the 3DS, I probably would have imported that one.
Yeah.
Is that blob squishy or is it like hard plastic?
It's hard. It's hard plastic.
Okay.
Because it's a liquid metal slime, so it probably wouldn't be very squishy to begin with.
True.
Although if you hit it a few,
nice though.
Yeah, and if you hit it a few times, it probably will squish.
Or run away.
Yeah, those things are long gone now, though. So I guess we'll have to maybe a special Switch design when that comes out, because I'll need an excuse to get my roommate to bequeath my old system to my roommate.
There you go. Hope that there's
they had a file. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Well, I figure by the time Dragon Quest XI comes out on Switch, that Nintendo should have that worked out anyway. Because we got no idea where that's going.
No, we don't.
Although I love that now, if you have a Japanese 3DS, you can play literally every Dragon Quest game on the 3DS mainline. Because they released
10 too?
10. You can do the streaming thing for 10. And
okay.
Yeah, like they released it's basically a streaming app on a cartridge that lets you play Dragon Quest 10 on a 3DS. But then they went in and put 1 and 2 on the eShop this week in Japan, and 3 is going to come out on the 24th.
Oh, wow. I would really like to see that 1-2 pack come to the Virtual Console here. That was really nice.
Yeah. Virtual what?
Yeah, right? Good.
Yeah. That thing they put Pokemon out on.
It's the thing that they keep supporting on Wii U.
Hey, that's on Konami at this point. Don't look at Nintendo for that. Yeah, yes, Konami actually doing something productive for once with their back catalog.
So bizarre.
Yeah. Yeah, and we're also getting Dragon Quest Builders 2 on Switch. Having played the demo in the first part of the first one, I'm down for that, especially if they build off the story of Dragon Quest 2 with it, but I doubt they will.
Oh, okay. I didn't play it.
Yeah, it's Minecraft, but it's a focused Minecraft. Like, you actually have direction as to what you want to do, and I think I need that a little bit more than just here, have fun.
Oh yeah, I would too.
And I'm pretty sure that's going to get localized as well, but probably not until 2019, just because we get everything on a year delay. It seems with Dragon Quest, and it's
true.
It's a 2018 game in Japan, so we will see about that. But
do you know if Dragon Quest Builders on PS4 over here sold well? I mean, it must have sold well enough that they're going to bring over the second one.
I haven't heard either way, but I think it was enough that they brought over the second Musou game on PS4.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So they're still supporting Dragon Quest that way, and at this point, I think I've seen it down to about $30 on PS4. So
that's where I bought it. Yeah. Oh, I'm talking about the Musou game.
Oh, yeah.
I bought it for less than that. I think I bought it on a flash sale for maybe 10.
Yeah, I think I've I've seen builders in the 30 range though, so we've got it.
Okay. The Muso game's fun, although it's just a Muso game.
Yeah. And if I want that, I'll just boot up Fate Extella or wait for Fire Emblem Warriors to come out.
Yep, Fate Extella. It's pretty good. It's very samey.
And it helps to have some ideas to what the hell's going on with that series, but that's...
Yes, it does. I have no idea whatsoever.
To sort of get where it's coming from, you have to play like a PSP RPG.
Yes, that was released kind of on the download over here, or the down low over here.
Yeah, although I think it's down to $10 now. So if you need a primer, then that is an option for you. Anyway, speaking of things that actually released, we had a sort of release out of nowhere this week, although we did get a bit of a heads up on it. Severed dropped on the Switch. At midnight Pacific time. It's like, oh, by the way, we're putting Severed out on Switch, and it's out right now. Yeah.
Only handheld mode, which is understandable.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think it was that bad playing it on Wii U.
No, I played it on Vita.
Yeah. But I think
that's a great game. If people listening have not played Severed, play Severed. It's really fun. Yeah,
I think the 3DS version I think is actually cross-buy with the Wii U if you still have that hooked up. So
it is.
That is an option. Or I'll just try it on Switch. Just understand that you're not going to be able to play it on TV.
And the nice thing about the Wii U and the 3DS is you have a stylus, which would really help in a game like that. But you can use your finger like I did on the Vita for the Switch. There you go.
Yeah, capacitive stylus.
Nice. I should get one of those if I'm going to get Severed.
Yeah,
it's one of my few platinums.
I think I have one platinum.
Nice.
And it was a visual novel that had multiple endings that you had to get anyway. So.
Oh, okay.
And if you know what that game,
yeah. I think I do know which game you're talking about.
Yeah. And if you think you know what it is, drop it in the comments below.
Oh.
All right. So we've also got another game, Zach, that's relevant to your interests. Etrian Odyssey 5 finally got its North American release date.
October 17th, right?
Yeah, October 17th. The misadventures of Fight and Heal continue.
Oh, that's exciting. That's so exciting. That's going to be like the last gasp of the 3DS, but it's such a good series.
Are they going to be able to keep that series going on the Switch, do you think? Or is it going to be one of those handheld only games? Or
you would really need a stylus to play it on Switch.
Yeah.
But also, it's not dual screen, is it? It's not like the Wii U.
Yeah, you'd have to haul. You'd have to basically haul in a if you wanted to do the mapping, you might have to bring up a second screen for it. Sort of like how they do the menu in Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, they're going to have to, if they're going to continue the series, they're going to have to figure out a way to do it without, do it on the Switch without asymmetrical screens. But I'm sure they'll find a way. Use your smartphone or something.
That second screen experience.
3DS.
Yeah.
Or that, yeah.
I like that they had a video with the announcement. The video was of a new a class, the fencer, and part of me feels bad saying this, but gameplay from every Etrian Odyssey game looks exactly the same because you're just staring at enemies and getting buffs or attacking. It's
getting slaughtered by the FOEs.
Yeah. So I was excited, but I was like, yeah, this looks like all the other ones I have.
But for you, that's not a bad thing,
No, not at all. No.
I mean, you gave Untold 2 a 9?
Something like that. Yeah, I love Untold 2, and I started Millennium Girl a couple months ago, but I had to stop because I think I had a review to write, and I know that if I get deep into Etrian Odyssey, it's going to take precedence over every other thing. It's all I'm going to play until I beat it.
Well, you got a couple of weeks until Mario and Rabbids, if that's your bag. So
No, thank God.
So you're like, Zach, you're the only person who wasn't charmed by that E3 demo, apparently.
Oh, it was very charming, but XCOM games give me a rash.
Okay.
So I won't be playing it, but maybe I'll watch it and enjoy it that way.
Yeah. Other release news here. 3DS is going to complete this another series here with Apollo Justice coming out as a 3DS download in North America and Europe in November. I love what they did with this in Japan because they announced this super bundle of all of the limited edition super bundle. It's like a equivalent of $160 that has every Phoenix Wright game playable on 3DS, at least in the main series. So no Gyakuten Saibon, but they cheaped out and put the greatest hits versions in this limited edition package.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that is such a Capcom thing to do.
Now, what does that mean for those of us who don't know?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, like they are literally like this big ultra box that has all this extra swag plus every Phoenix Wright game playable on 3DS, and they literally included just the greatest hits editions, or the best versions, I think is the term they use in Japan.
But what's the difference with those versions?
None. It's just the box art looks worse.
Oh, okay.
Oh well. Well, that sucks.
Yeah. And
that's the only Ace Attorney game I've ever played. I actually reviewed it and I enjoyed it, but it was not my kind of thing, not my thing.
Yeah, that was 2008. So that's an awful long time for this. So we're almost coming up on its 10th anniversary in North America, but yeah. So if you have, if you want to see all the Phoenix Wright mainline games in one package, just wait for a Capcom eShop sale. They come about 3 times a year. Yeah,
they do all the time. I've been tempted by a couple of them, but then I think I'll never play this.
I think if you want to get one to start, probably start with the original trilogy, just because if the first one hooks you, then you have 2 and 3 right there.
Oh, okay.
And that one usually gets pretty steep discounts when Capcom does their eShop sales.
Okay. Oh, maybe I'll do that.
And jumping over to the Switch for a moment here, we've got Thimbleweed Park coming to the Switch next month. It's the latest. It's an adventure game made by a lot of the same people that did Maniac Mansion, Day of the Tentacle, those LucasArts adventure games. And going to be hitting Switch in September after it came out, I think, on Xbox One and PC earlier this year.
That's nice. I wish they'd make a sequel to Grim Fandango instead of something else.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if Double Fine would have the rights, or if they're locked in the Disney vault forever.
Oh, maybe.
Now that LucasArts, Lucas is owned by Disney and all that. Yeah. I'm intrigued just because I've heard so much about Maniac Mansion just because it was like a TV show here in the early 90s.
Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then I read wait, this was a NES game? And it wasn't even an NES game, it was a PC game that they ported somehow.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
You can blow up a hamster in that game.
Yep. Stick the hamster in the
before it got censored.
Yeah. Yeah, Nintendo had some issues with that game when they brought it to the NES.
Go figure.
Yeah. Don't forget though, this was prime. We have the biggest, what's in the industry, Nintendo.
Yeah, true.
I think nowadays, just slap an M rating or T rating on it, let it slide.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's before the ESRB. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes, and we have a game coming out on Tuesday to thank for the ESRB. I'm looking at you, Night Trap.
Oh, Night Trap. Which is not coming to Switch, even though Nintendo apparently originally wanted it. Now they all of a sudden don't.
They realized that it was, in fact, Night Trap, and therefore a bad video game.
I mean, that's probably it, yeah, but it's It's a little strange. I don't think they should be turning away third parties, especially since Night Trap is, tame and corny by today's standards.
Yeah. I'm just bitter because that game is coming out again on my birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Tuesday. It's like, yeah, thanks. You get me this and a Sonic game. Oh, and you're also in Undertale's port too. Just what I need.
But Sonic Mania, that's supposed to be the good one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
with a special edition I've almost bought several times.
Is that the one where
I realized I don't like Sonic games?
Yeah, that's the same thing happened to me. I'm like,
not that big enough, especially considering I think it involves Sonic standing on a scale model Genesis.
Yes.
Yeah. Does it come with a physical copy of the game? I heard somebody say it doesn't. Yeah. What? Screw you guys. Screw you guys. If you're selling me that stuff, it should come with an actual cartridge of the game for me. Come on.
Oh, yeah. At least a fake physical one to put in the fake Genesis.
No, I want one that goes right in the Switch. That would get me to buy it at that point. Probably more.
All right. Yeah, so we have that to look forward to on Tuesday. I believe Jared's going to be reviewing that for us, so we'll probably have a review on this channel and a text review as well over on NintendoWorldReport.com.
There you go.
Jared knows his Sonic from what I could tell, so.
Yeah. Jared knows his platformers in general because he got me through some pretty tough demos at PAX East.
Okay.
Like the Monster Boy demo. The footage of that you can definitely tell when I'm playing and when I just had Jared do this.
Hold on. Is this? I always get them confused. Is this the Monster Boy that looks really cartoony, or the Monster Boy that just came out and is retro but also not retro?
This is the full HD one done by the publishers of Oceanhorn.
Okay, that's the one I played.
Yeah, the one that isn't out yet.
Okay, I like that one.
Yeah, I think it's Monster Boy in the Cursed Kingdom. I think it is.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
very generic title.
I should know this. I wrote a preview for the damn thing. Yeah, so that'll be out probably soon. Although, given the way we're getting release dates on Switch now, it seems like who knows, could come out next week for all we know.
Well, I think this coming week, either this coming week or next week, sometime in August, we were supposed to get Axiom Verge, but looks like that might have been pushed back till October.
Yeah,
which sucks.
Yeah, so I think I don't know if they want it to come out the same day as that physical edition, the Badlands edition that's out there, but yeah,
Multiverse.
Multiverse, yeah. I don't know the other one. Badlands edition, I think, was something else, but it's Badlands. Is the company that's publishing the physical edition.
That's it. Yeah.
All right. So just one round here before we go. What have we all been playing this week?
Ooh, you guys go first.
Okay, Justin.
I've been playing Splatoon 2, Blaster Master 0, finally getting around to. And I went to Dave & Buster's over the weekend and last weekend, and I played Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, the new Mario Kart, and I played through the entirety of Luigi's Mansion Arcade.
That was shockingly fun.
Oh, I loved it, man. That was awesome. Way better than the Ghostbusters arcade machine, which is awful. It's complete garbage. So the better ghost-busting game is Luigi's Mansion.
Because Zach, we actually got a chance. You had a chance to play that, and I was watching it at PAX East. It helped that we had a Dave & Buster's right across the street from the hotel.
Yeah, and you guys played Mario Kart.
And Mario and Sonic. I think we broke it.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
So, and the weird thing that I saw with that machine is that Capcom apparently developed this thing. The Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah. Though it looks like it took a lot of assets, or at least designs or whatever, from the 3DS game.
Oh yeah, the first level is the first mansion in Luigi's Mansion 2.
Yeah, then that whole gear one was definitely from the sequel as well.
Yeah.
Yep. So it's kind of like they took the assets probably from next level games and blew them up a bit and cleaned them up a bit and turned it into an arcade game.
Yeah, and it worked pretty well.
No, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mario and Sonic is bad as I remember it.
Mario and Sonic wasn't great, but having Waluigi do trampoline and rhythm gymnastics is hilarious.
Yeah.
So worth it. And Mario Kart was okay. It's like a bad version of Mario Kart.
It is a bad version of Mario Kart, right?
Yeah.
It was not good.
I think the only thing notable is that you can play as a drum.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah, the
cool.
taiko drum.
I saw people playing the taiko drum, but it's really not that great. It's weird because when you pick your character, it gives you this like slot machine wheel, and it's like, here's your cart, here's the item you could get that you can throw forward, here's the item you can get if you throw backward, and here's just like something that powers you up.
Yeah.
And then the guy next to me got a red shell, and I got the green shell. It was like the forward throwing item. I still beat him. I got it. But
and if I recall, the courses are really short.
yeah, I only played it once or twice, and I wasn't very impressed. I'm not sure which one this was either, because I think they've come out with maybe 3 of them at this point, so I don't even know.
Oh, really?
I think there's a 4th one now that's VR, but yeah, I think if you had the one with the drum, you were playing the second to most recent one.
Okay.
Yeah, I admit when I played it in Boston, I played as the drum.
Yes, you did.
Just because it was there, and I at least beat the computer at that one.
Well, maybe the drum will be in the next Smash Brothers.
Hey, if Namco's developing it, who knows?
Yeah. Speaking of Smash, that's what I've been playing all week. I've been refamiliarizing myself with the 3DS game in an effort to beat all the challenges, and I am 4 challenges away from on the 3rd panel from beating all the challenges, and those challenges blow.
And I've 100% of that.
Yeah, and these are I'm assuming these are all challenges you cannot use your golden hammers on.
Only one I can't use the golden hammer on. That's beat Classic at 9.0 or higher, which I have not figured out how to do yet. But the other ones are annoying, like get all of the custom moves and special shirts and special hats. And there's like 368 custom moves. Come on, guys. And then there's get 1,000 KOs in Smash, which is I'm probably going to use a golden hammer on because I don't play multiplayer. And then there's another one like that, like play 20 hours of Smash combined.
Yeah, there's a big problem in those games where it's like impossible to get all the moves easily. It took me forever to do it on 3DS. I didn't even come close on Wii U, and I've tried. But I heard there was an update, I think, to make it easier, but I don't know what that did.
Okay, well, it would be a lot easier on Wii U if they had Smash Run, because that's where I find the majority of the custom moves.
Yeah, I wonder if the update made it so that you couldn't get a duplicate unless, like, you were...
That'd be nice.
That'd be really nice, but I doubt they did that.
I also bought Corrin, and Corrin's really good.
Yeah, I like that character a lot in Smash.
Yeah.
Which version do you play as predominantly?
Oh, the girl, of course.
Yeah, figured.
And I've been looking for the girl at Amiibo, but none of the only Amiibo I can find in relative ease is Cloud.
Yeah.
Bayonetta's gone.
Yeah. Player 2 Corrin, the female one, is Amazon exclusive.
Oh, screw that noise. Yeah, that's not happening. I just want a Bayonetta. But yeah, that game's incredible, and the fact that it plays so well on the 3DS is like miraculous. I love that game. I think I like it more than I know I like it more than the Wii U version. I'm sorry for the squeaking dog. I like it more than the Wii U version because it has Smash Run, and Smash Run kicks ass.
I don't like Smash Run, but
what? Oh man.
Sorry, I'm ready for tournament style play, Smash Brothers, all the time. So.
Yeah, I would really like a Switch version that has like every mode.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Ultimate Smash.
And maybe throw in the taiko drum as a bonus character.
And the Inklings. So Are you on Team Smash Switch reveal at the World Championships then?
That is what I voted for. Yeah. Man, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be one hell. That would be one hell of a final reveal too, especially if they bring Sakurai out to do it.
Sakurai with his perpetually injured right hand.
I don't know. I mean, that game came out 2 years ago or 3 years ago now. I would think that hand would have healed.
That's true.
Unless he kept making Smash Brothers.
Yeah, exactly. Now make the Switch version.
Oh no, right? Because they were doing DLC up until like February of last year or so.
Yeah, although I doubt he was involved in that.
Yeah,
I bet he was.
In broad strokes, he probably was.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess my big thing that I've been playing here, I was just playing it recently, was the demo for Monster Hunter Stories that came out this week. That is a JRPG-ass Monster Hunter game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, the battle system is pretty simple. It's basically rock, paper, scissors battles against things that you see in the wild to build the meter. And then you just hop on your little monster and he kicks their faces in.
Oh, nice. Now, is it like actual rock, paper, scissors? Because Dinosaur King did that, and I didn't like that.
It's like you have there's three types of base techniques you can use to build your meter. There's power, speed, and technical.
Okay.
And the enemies tend to use one type of attack, so if you know which one to use, it's fire beats grass, grass beats water, like in Pokemon.
Yeah.
Very kid-friendly game. There's some things in there that I would like to see come to the mainline Monster Hunter series. Like, if you see a plant, you get multiple. You don't have to dig every time for it. Like, when you see the impact points, it's just hit it once, you move on.
That'd be nice. Be nice if they did that in Ever Oasis too.
Yeah. Yeah, because I gotta start that here soon. And yeah, but Monster Hunter, the graphic style works really well. You can hardly tell this is a 2-year-old game in Japan. And the only thing that sort of threw me is that they didn't before in Monster Hunter games they would speak sort of Simlish. But this time But this time you can clearly tell it's Japanese. Like, they did not dub.
Oh, really? Huh.
Yeah. I don't know if that's just a function of the demo and the final version will be dubbed, or if they'll just put the Simlish back in, or if that actually was Japanese and I can't tell the difference. But
I kind of wish I don't really have interest in the game, but I really like the amiibos they put out for the game in Japan.
Yeah.
I wish those would come over here because I'd get them because they just look great.
Yeah.
I have a feeling they're not coming here.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, even with Nintendo publishing the game, I think you're right. I don't think we're going to see those amiibo. Because if we did, they probably would have been announced by now.
We probably would have gotten Box Boy.
Oh, yeah. You will be able to get those amiibos at PAX East next year for like $50 a pop.
I saw them this year, like right next to the like one of the shops is right next to the place where we took the Monster Boy demo.
Oh, nice.
$40 US for those. A little rich for my blood.
Yeah. That's how normal amiibos were selling for the first 2 years.
And that's how much Zelda amiibo are going for now.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild did some evil things to the prices of gray market amiibo, especially in the Zelda series.
I'm glad I got my Guardian, but I probably won't get any more except maybe the Champions. Those Champions look pretty awesome.
Yeah. I think I saw pre-orders going up for those at Best Buy earlier today. So
yes.
Yeah, it's like the second round of those, I think, because they've been up they went up a long time ago, but sold out quickly.
Yeah. I hope they're going to print a lot of those, but then again, I hope they print a lot of amiibo, but like my local Walmart hasn't pulled in any new ones I think the last new set they got was the Ryu set last year. Oh, wow. Like right now, the only ones you can see in there are the Animal Crossing ones they cannot get rid of for love or money, and like two full sets of pegs of Ryu. Yeah. My Walmart just has some of the Super Mario Party ones, and there are spots for
some of the Breath of the Wild ones, but the Breath of the Wild ones are never actually there.
Yeah, they're probably selling out really quickly.
Or they just don't reorder.
Yeah, I think part of the problem with the Animal Crossing ones was it was following some of the other amiibo lines that did very well, so they bulked up the orders, and nobody wanted them.
Because, especially since it was tied to a game that was suboptimal.
Yeah.
Well, now you can buy them for New Leaf, which nobody's doing.
That new version didn't exactly light up the sales charts.
No. But what's weird to me is that in everywhere except Fry's, which we don't have up here, the Animal Crossing amiibos are kind of holding their value. I mean, they're perpetually like $8.50 here. They don't drop below that very often.
Yeah, I think I see them usually for like $7 or $8. Although the Lottie amiibo, Best Buy Canada had an exclusive on, and they throw it at everything they can to try and get rid of it.
Really?
It's like, oh, you buy an amiibo, you get a Lottie free. You buy a Switch, you get a Lottie. You buy a game, you get a Lottie.
I know that the Toys R Us here will often have buy one get two free on Animal Crossing amiibos. Yeah. But whenever I don't bite because who cares? But every time I go in there and look, nobody has bought any.
Yep.
The only thing worse is I think we know someone who posted on Twitter that basically Disney Infinity figures are buy one get four free.
Oh shit! Wow, how the mighty have fallen.
Yeah. And to think Ubisoft is coming in with their own version for that space game next year. That's
right. Good lord.
Bloodbath. Although, and I actually saw some old like Skylanders figures in a store called Dollarama today.
Yes, I've seen them, and I think the Infinity one's at $5 Below. If you're familiar with that store.
Yeah. Yeah. Toys to Life.
Speaking of amiibo, I got a new amiibo today. It only works with Senran Kagura. But
and there goes the clean tag. Yeah. So which one is that, Zach?
That's Yumi. She's my waifu. I've had that on pre-order. I've had that pre-ordered for about 18 months.
And finally came in. So audio listeners, if you're wondering what Zach got, Google Yumi from Senran Kagura. You might have to disable safe search. And definitely don't do it at work.
Yumi figure. Yeah, don't do it at work.
All right, but I think with that, I think we've had a nice longer show than I anticipated here tonight. So,
I will say there's one quick thing that I forgot to say about Smash. When I bought Corrin, I paid the extra $1 to buy her on Wii U too.
Yeah,
because why not? And getting that Wii U version to both update and get in the DLC shop and input your code to get to it's a hassle. Yep. They don't make it easy on the Wii U version. Good lord.
No, you have to go and actually enter the code in and get it.
How many times did you have to boot the game to get the latest update to take?
At least 3 times.
Oh
yeah.
It was brutal. I don't know how. Yeah, and then I actually played with her, and playing on the Wii U is just kind of hard now. We've been so spoiled by the Switch that playing on that Wii U, if you're using the gamepad, I should say, on the Pro Controller or the GameCube controller, it's perfectly fine. But man, playing on the GameCube's just rough now.
Yeah, when you hold that gamepad after holding the Switch, it just feels awful.
It does.
Yeah, at this point, even though I got the birthday discount, so I bought Twilight Princess HD so I could finish that and do the Wolf stuff for Breath of the Wild. I still really only boot up my Wii U once a week, and that's because I have to check sales.
Right. Well, at least you don't have to turn on the TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a shame. We probably had to get the Wii U to get the Switch. It's the half step. But man, that system's going to age poorly. I'm just kind of, I said this on Twitter this week, I'm just kind of resentful of it because it takes up 3 plugs.
Yep.
One for the system, one for the gamepad, and one for the necessary hard drive. So I just don't really like it now.
Yeah, my friend wanted me to travel with it, and I was just like, it's not happening.
No.
It's like, come on, we'll play Smash. I'm like, I'm not bringing everything. You know how many? Not only would I have to bring those things, I'd have to bring
controllers.
The controllers and the controller adapter, and probably the sensor bar, and it's like the worst system to bring anywhere.
I know. Neil does it every year at PAX East. I don't know how he does it.
I don't think he'll be doing that next year.
No, I doubt it. No. Yeah, it's just kind of a bear of a system now. I would sell it. But I have so many digital games on it that would be a huge loss.
Yeah, and would anybody buy it at this point?
Good question.
I'm still
comes with Toad, Treasure Hunter or whatever that's called.
Captain Toad.
Captain Toad.
Captain Toad.
I think the only thing worse would be selling mine, and I had to upgrade the hard drive on it.
We all did, right?
I put a 500 in, and I filled it.
Oh shit! Wow.
And let me tell you, upgrading to a terabyte hard drive on a Wii U, I had to re-download. I had to delete the games, but keep the saves, and then re-download everything.
Really? That's brutal.
Because the way I was doing it, I didn't have enough Y cables to make it so that I didn't have to plug in the hard drive.
Gotcha. Brutal.
Yeah, never. I'm so glad I will never have to do that again.
Yeah, you're telling me.
I mean, one thing that does suck about Wii U and Smash Brothers is I have my Smash Brothers save is on the hard drive. So if I wanted to play 8-player Smash with GameCube controllers, I have to move the save from the hard drive to the Wii U, disconnect the hard drive because there aren't enough USB slots, and then plug in the 2 GameCube adapters.
Have you considered just moving that game to your system memory and having everything else on the hard drive?
I probably should, but that's come up a few times where I'm like, too many people are here. You all want to play Smash? Like, shoot me now.
Maybe you should just do 4. Maybe you should just do like 4, and then losers out.
There you go.
Yeah, we could do that, but everybody wanted to play Smash, and I have the ability to do it. So
right.
All right. Yeah, so I think that'll wrap it up for this week. Thank you very much for watching and listening.
Yep.
If you want to bug us individually on Twitter, Justin is at King Nintendo Fan.
Yep.
Zach is at ZMiller1902.
Mm-hmm.
For all your Smash Brothers and dinosaur needs. And waifu needs. I am at Donald Mick, and what the hell, we'll throw him a plug. You can find Alex, who's normally on the show this week, at Kulafia.
Yeah.
And
he's in Texas right now, right?
Yeah, he's doing some hardcore training for the World Championships.
I thought he was spying on Retro's next game.
Hammer.
Getting some of that sweet Texas barbecue.
Barbecue off with Ultra Hand. Coming to Switch.
Yep. Oh, yes.
All right, that's our show. Thanks very much. Have a good night, everyone.
Later.
Bye.